We started walking through the lost woods, and we gradually noticed something strange. There's something wrong with this forest.
Yeah, paths look oddly interwoven. The spinner of tales must have had a hand in it. So that you'll be lost in Wonderland forever. Just like he wants.
Realizing the seriousness of our situation, I fell silent. Joker didn't say anything, but quietly held my hand. When he squeezed tight, the warmth of his hand seemed to make all my worries fly away. I'm not going to let the spinner of tales have his way. We're going to find a way out of here. With renewed determination, we started to walk together. We searched for the way out as we walked, but the scenery was always the same. Only time seemed to pass. No exit was found. After a while, Joker and I turned around, hearing the amused voice.
Cheshire Cat.
Kyle abruptly appeared in the lost woods. His attempt to keep me in Wonderland was still fresh in my mind. Of course, we were visibly on guard, but Kyle just smiled cheerfully. It was almost as if he was oblivious to our blatant watchfulness.
I can't tell you how envious I am, Joker. You're so lucky to be holding Alice's hand.
I know.
Joker smiled thinly and looked directly at him as he spoke.
But I don't plan on sharing. Let's go, Amelie.
Yeah, I agreed without hesitation. When we tried to keep walking and ignore Kyle, a gentle voice was directed our way.
Hey, are you two lost in the forest? Would you like me to show you the way home?
Are you saying you'll tell us if we ask? I doubt it. Recalling Kyle's past actions, I couldn't imagine he would want to help us.
If you want to know the answer to that, you should come right out and ask, don't you think?
In response to Kyle's cheerful comment, Okay, Kyle. Can you show us the way home?
Yep. I was just waiting for you to ask.
When I asked him straight out, he smiled in amusement. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to listen to what Kyle has to say. If anything, I want to know what he thinks because I want as much information as I can get. Like, what is Kyle thinking, and does he plan to stand in our way again? I quickly glanced at Joker, who was holding my hand. Joker noticed me and nodded with a tight smile without saying anything. That was enough to tell that Joker and I were on the same page.
Sure, I'll show you the right way to get out of here. But, before I do, can I ask you one thing?
Kyle wore a soft smile and tilted his head sideways when he asked us.
Do you really intend to regain your lost memories?
Yes.
Yeah.
Joker and I responded almost simultaneously.
I get it. You both are determined.
Kyle raised his hands lightly, as if in surrender, and smiled gently.
The path you're on now is the right one. Keep on walking straight ahead. Listen carefully, alright? Whatever you do, don't look back. If you follow these instructions, the exit to the forest will be right there.
Very well. I appreciate the advice, Cheshire Cat.
Joker grinned as he pulled on my hand and started walking. He walked with purpose in the exact opposite direction from what Kyle had told us. Huh? Are you sure it's this way, Joker? He proceeded without hesitation, so I couldn't help but ask.
Yes.
Joker seemed to be convinced he knew where the exit to the Lost Woods was. I was confused and looked back over my shoulder, but Kyle, who had been left behind, he was smiling with satisfaction. Joker led us along a path that wasn't really a path, and after a while, I tugged lightly on Joker's hand and lowered my voice when I asked, Hey, Joker, Do you think Kyle... Before I finished speaking, Joker nodded as if he understood what I was trying to say.
Yes, Kyle's duty as the Cheshire Cat is to lead Alice astray. As long as that rule is in place, there's not a thing he can do to tell us the right path. However, I didn't sense any animosity or hostility in Kyle's expression. I figured he was trying to give us a clue, to lead us in the right direction. That's what I chose to believe.
I smiled and gave a little nod. Yeah, I'd like to believe that too. Kyle can't tell us the right path, so he chose to tell us the exact opposite. I couldn't really believe that Kyle would try to trick us either. Kyle's satisfied face was most likely due to Joker being able to read his mind. We continued to walk sure-footedly in the opposite direction that Kyle told us about. And then... finally, we made our way out of the Lost Woods. Thank goodness! We have Kyle to thank for this. My voice was filled with happiness and relief. We finally encountered a place where light shone. However... Joker, you're hurt! Once we made it out of the dark forest, I noticed for the first time that Joker had hurt his foot.
Oh, I'm alright. It's nothing, really.
It's not nothing. You're bleeding. Did it happen earlier when you took the weight from my fall? When we fell through the hole made by the Spinner of Tales, he took the brunt of the fall to protect me. That's the only time I could think of that he might have been injured. Seeing me knit my brows in worry, Joker just smiled and shrugged his shoulders.
Well, it's not so bad that I can't walk. Although, it wasn't very attractive, so my ego might have taken a beating.
Don't say that. When I vehemently protested, Joker's eyes widened in surprise. Now I had to look down because I was embarrassed by my outburst. You were only trying to protect me, that's all. Besides, you're too attractive as it is. I knew my face was probably bright red right now. When I called him attractive, that was how I truly felt about him. But after saying it out loud, I was aware of how drawn to him I really was. I'm always being affected by Joker's every move. I think I just now realized why. No, I think I already knew, but I didn't want to admit it. Admitting it would be embarrassing, so I tried not to notice. I really like him. Most likely in a very special sense of the word. There were times when I thought Joker was mean. I sometimes found him frustrating. He was often teasing and sarcastic, but I held my own against him, and our relationship was comfortable. Not once in all this time had I really disliked spending time with Joker, even on my first night in Wonderland. Talking to him helped calm me down. I was happy to have him with me. I also remember our way back from the Castle of Heart with clarity. He never once denied my desire to regain my memory. Instead, he offered to help me. Having nothing else to lean on, his words meant a lot to me. Under normal circumstances, anyone who's a Wonderland resident would want to keep me here. But Joker made my wishes his first priority, and he's always there to protect me. Spending so much time watching him by my side, I know how kind he could be. What else is there to say? The more I reflect on all that has transpired, the more I'm attracted to Joker. Of course I like him. It was both embarrassing and frustrating. At the same time, my chest felt warm and my heart rate sped up. This was probably what was known as bittersweet. Now that I knew I was in love, there was no need to hide it from myself. I kept my eyes lowered as I expressed my honest feelings. I think you're very attractive. You're handsome, kind, and strong. I'm happy to be able to be with you. To some extent.
Amelie.
I couldn't look up to see the expression on Joker's face. I feigned nonchalance as I examined his injured leg. I wonder if magic can heal it.
I don't doubt that it could, but not mine. I've never been good with healing spells.
Okay, then I'll try it. There was nothing to do but try, so I put all my focus on healing his injury. When I held out both of my hands, a butterfly of light emerged and landed on his wound. After it emitted a powerful flash, the butterfly melted and disappeared into thin air. It looked to have safely healed. How is it? Does it still hurt?
No, it's much better. Thanks, Amelie.
His voice was gentle, and he placed a quick kiss on my temple. It was so sudden, my heart was racing. That just might have been Joker showing his appreciation. But now that I was aware of my feelings for him, it was just too much for me. It'd be strange if I overreacted. I need to pretend it didn't affect me. Joker? I felt my cheeks burning, but I acted like nothing was wrong. Earlier, you said the Cheshire Cat has a duty to lead Alice astray, didn't you?
Yeah. Wonderland residents each have a designated role. For example, the Hatter hosts a tea party at a designated time, and the Chess King, just as his name suggests, is the king of the Chess Kingdom.
Then I asked him the question that had been bothering me. Do you have a duty too, Joker? He smiled tightly in response, shaking his head in denial.
No, I don't have anything. When I committed my crime, I was stripped of everything, along with my memory.
His words made me remember the contents of the book I saw at the Wanda Biblion. So when he became Joker, he was stripped of so many things. His name, his memory, his duty. Wasn't it lonely being the only one without a duty?
Not really. In fact, I was thankful for the freedom that came with being relieved of my duty. As long as we're Wonderland residents, we're bound by Wonderland rules. Even so, the less tying your life down, the better.
Joker's carefree laugh had me smiling along with him. That's so like you, Joker. Joker playfully winked one eye, as if it was nothing.
But there's no time to rest. If the Spinner of Tales finds out that we made it out of the Lost Woods, he's liable to come after us. What do you want to do, Amelie?
Let's see. I thought about it for a moment, and then... There's only one place to go. I spoke with determination. The Spinner of Tales doesn't want me to regain my memory, right? So now is our only chance. The more time we wasted now, the greater the chance the Spinner of Tales had to get in our way. Our memories might be sealed even tighter or moved somewhere beyond our reach. We had to act before it was too late.
So, we're headed to that forbidden place, are we?
Joker read my mind and nodded in agreement. I returned his nod with a smile. Yes, the gate is no doubt locked, but we have no choice but to go. Let's do our best to open it. Hearing my reply, Joker grinned with satisfaction.
Good. I like that reckless plan. It's just what I'd expect from you.
Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Of course.
He agreed immediately, without hesitation, and made me laugh. I was just wondering. I was filled with an indescribable feeling. I started to speak before thinking better of it. When I tried expressing it, I felt a bit childish.
What is it, Amelie?
You promise not to laugh?
Sure. Wait, no, I might laugh, but I promise not to make fun of you.
Joker gave me a questioning look and waited for me to continue. His words gave me confidence, so I decided to speak what was on my mind. I have a feeling that we can unlock the gate. Our feelings are more in sync than the last time we stood before that gate. Our desire to regain our memories is much stronger this time. I think our strong determination might be the key to unlocking that gate. Do you think it's just wishful thinking? I started to worry that maybe I was being unrealistic.
Not at all. Your words are very convincing, Amelie.
Joker smiled as usual and agreed with me.
You may not understand this because you're not originally from this land. That's the kind of world Wonderland is. Determination heightens the power of magic. If we're both determined to face our past, then we just might be able to.
Open that lock?
Yeah, I'd even bet on it.
His playful laugh seemed to make all my doubts melt away. It was strange, but I started to believe that we would make it past that gate. When we reached the forbidden place, it was exactly the same as the last time we were there. It was locked tight with a spell that seemed to hold people at bay. Joker used magic to check the surroundings, but eventually nodded his head.
There's no sign of the Spinner of Tales nearby.
Then now is our chance to give it a try. Our eyes locked. We both nodded and joined hands. We turned to the locked gate and focused our emotions to heighten the power of magic. We want our memories back. No matter what truths our memories may hold, we're prepared to accept them. I spoke clearly, followed by Joker.
So the lock on this gate holds no meaning for us. No matter how strong the lock is, it can't beat our determination. Nothing can contain our desire to know ourselves.
We simultaneously released our heightened magic. When Joker and I cast our spell, there was a blinding flash. Our surroundings were enveloped in white light. When the light disappeared, there was no more lock, and the gate slowly opened as if an invitation. We did it, Joker!
Yeah, our determination paved the way for our future.
Joker squeezed our joined hands.
Let's go, Amelie.
Yes! We ran through the gate and proceeded inside, to the Lake of Tear, where lost memories were said to flow.
Huh? It looks like Joker and Alice made it out of the forest. That's too bad, seeing that it's my duty to make sure that Alice gets lost. But the story's not over yet. What are they planning to do now? Let's take a little peek at the next page.
All of a sudden, he reached out to me. While puzzled as to what he was doing, he slid his hand around my back and tightly squeezed me in his arms. What's wrong, Joker?
We both feel the same. We came here willing to accept whatever we learned from your lost memories. I thought you might feel a little better knowing your companion was this close.
In the next page, the story might take a sudden turn. Now that Alice and Joker know the truth, how will they react, and how will they proceed from here? I'm curious too. So why don't we turn the page?